I'm crazy about the Music Man EX.
Why am I crazy about it?
It's a Music Man EVH without the EVH signature on the headstock. Because back in '95, when Mr. Edward Van Halen stopped working with Music Man, he moved on to PV guitars, and Music Man had a bunch of bodies and necks laying around. So they figured out a way to have the company in Japan, I forget the name, they had a company in Japan assemble them for them and sold it in Japan only as the Music Man EX. But it doesn't say EX on it. It just says Music Man, Ernie Ball Music Man. It doesn't say anything on the headstock. But it is, for all intents and purposes, it is exactly like the EVH models, and it was much cheaper. And you can still, to this day, get it much cheaper than one that has EVH on the headstock. The only difference is it was assembled in Japan, not in the USA. It's a killer guitar, just like the PV Wolfgang. The neck is the best thing about this guitar. It's just amazing. Instead of being raw wood like the PV though, this one has a special wax type of finish. This one has a 10-inch radius. It's not as flat as the PV. And the frets are just a little smaller, not quite as tall. It feels a lot narrower this way than the PV. The PV neck has a little bit of a wider feel, especially as you go up. They both have narrow nuts. This one feels just a little bit smaller than the PV at the nut. And like the PV, you can wrap your hand around it and really own it, okay? Really own the neck. It's super easy to play. I have my PV tuned down to E flat. I always leave this one in standard. I think it just sounds a little bit better in standard. So this is my standard pitch go-to humbucker guitar. And this is what I use. I used to play Les Pauls. I really don't anymore. I just play my Super Strats for that kind of stuff. It has a thumb wheel truss rod adjustment at the base of the neck. Like the PV, it's a basswood body, and it has a maple cap, but the maple cap is thinner on this one than it is on the PV. The pickup selector is down here as opposed to up here. Something I love about this guitar is that it has a only one volume knob and no tone. I don't need a tone control. Personally, I might use it sometimes on the neck pickup, but I really don't need it on this kind of guitar. I would rather just have one volume knob. These are amazing pickups. The neck pickup has a very tubular sound, like the PV Wolfgang. Okay, you go to the middle position. You can roll the volume knob down. You can this really cleans up good with the volume knob, like the PV. You can do country on this guitar. This Floyd does not have the detuna on it. You can put it on if you want to. The pickups are a little cleaner. They don't quite have the snarl that the PV has, but when you're playing in a band context, I doubt you'll really be able to tell much of a difference. Later.